Hello and welcome back to Rhun and our continued domination of the dwarves. Who would have thought they would be into that, eh? Yeah, well, anyway, the point is we are absolutely murdering every single one of them that we can come across, and indeed we are now in another siege. Now, hilariously enough, obviously because I don't have super speed installed anymore, it's a little bit weird for me, yeah, because I have to wait for the AI to do things, and yeah, that's usually not what I like to do. You know, I like to just get in there, you know, get stuck in however I can. Oh, wait a minute, we might be able to actually with these ladders. Hello. Yes, come on, Mr. Ladder, get up there, you absolute imbecile. Okay, let's see if we can actually get up there before they push us down. There's no way, right? There's no way, because there's only me here. Oh, actually, wait a minute, there's only... What? There's only one person. There's only one person. Get him. No. Don't fall off now. Don't fall off now like an idiot. Come on now. Don't fall off like an idiot. Let's do this. No. Oh, are you serious? I cannot believe that I did 38 damage to Bruce. That is not very nice. Okay, yeah. I generally... Okay, look. I was trying to jump onto the battlement on the left side. I was trying to do that. That was obviously not a good idea, so... you know, we live and learn, eh? We live and learn, and hopefully we'll be okay. I mean, the funny thing is, this is not that big of a deal. This particular siege is going to be relatively simple for us. And from my perspective, I love using the spear in a siege. I know. It's not necessarily the most efficient way of doing a siege, but it is so fun. I don't know. It just feels really, really fun to just do this. Boom! Look at that. Nice damage. Obviously, we are going to have some issues with some, you know, shielded units and things like that. But most of the time, oh, it's so fun. It's so fun just to go pokey at them. And just have some big damage coming out just without me having to really even do much, you know, because obviously we're benefiting from the guards perk, you see. That's the big deal there, because if you benefit from the guards perk, you're going to get that 50% additional damage when you get a headshot. And if you do that against a very highly armored enemy, you're going to just instantly kill them. It's just an instant kill right there. And I love that. I think that's super, super fun. So let's see if I can maybe... I'm a little bit off today for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason my accuracy is not really working out too well for us. Maybe... Oh, there we go. Maybe we could do a little bit more here. There we go. Nice. Yes. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. A little bit more accuracy for us right there. And maybe, just maybe, there we are. One more. And another one, maybe as well. Or not, as the case may be, because our forces are just absolutely dominating every single person here. And we don't really need to worry. Look at that. That was nice and simple. Ah, I can't believe he managed to escape that. Well, actually, I can. But there you go. Nice. Yeah. That is it. And there's the victory for us. Okay, so only one enemy remains, and then we'll be out of here. And what are we doing? Look at that. 28 renown for us and 38 influence. Pretty nice. And we are apparently, yeah, we're helping this guy. Obviously, we are helping that guy. Basically, what I want to try to do is just help as many people as possible so that we remain as strong as we possibly can. I'm going to take a look at the diplomacy screen in just a second, because that's going to be the thing that will primarily tell us how we're doing. Because I'm a little bit worried. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I don't need to be worried that much, as you can see right here. Erebor is looking really, really bad right now. They're not doing particularly well here. However... let's take a look at some of the others. Yes, as we know, Mirkwood is doing a very, very good job right there. Lothlorien is okay, not doing too badly. Dale is actually relatively strong, surprisingly enough. Gondor is still absolutely fine, as you can see, 10,000. And Rohan is still okay as well. They have 7,000. So the question is, how are the other people doing? Wow, Mordor is actually not doing so well. Isengard is not doing so well. Okay, wait a second. What's going on with that? Oh, alright. Yeah, we're gonna... Wait a minute. Let me actually have a look. What's happening here? Is something going wrong? No. Mordor is actually attacking Gondor, and they're doing relatively okay. I'm actually kind of surprised that they have such a such a small amount of combat strength. Mordor should be much stronger than they actually are, but Rohan is actually, as I talked about earlier, they are having a very nice time just purely because the forces of Dol Guldur are unable to get to them that easily without having to venture through Elven territory. And them venturing through Elven territory is making things very difficult for them, because they're just going to get absolute... Well, I mean, they're already eliminated, of course, which is exactly the reason why I say that. But generally, as you see, Dol Guldur certainly wasn't expecting that, I assume. I thought that, yeah, they definitely weren't expecting to get absolutely massacred by two separate sets of elves, because they're getting killed by the Lothlorien elves and the Mirkwood elves at the same time. So yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, let's take a look at this. What's going on here? No, we own that. That's absolutely fine. And we own this as well. Okay, that's great. So now we have a bit of a troublesome spot. Here we go. I think we're going to be making our way over here. This is going to be the play. This is going to be the play here. At least I think so. I think this is probably going to be the way to go, because if we go over here and take this castle, this is going to serve as a really nice launching pad over to the next town. Maybe. Let me actually just take a quick look. I mean, I would like to take Eldby, but it's going to be a bit problematic, isn't it? I'm just going to save just in case. We have some people here that we might want to do battle with, because they are otherwise just going to be kind of annoying. Yeah, we have an army coming over there. Oh, wow, yeah, we've got loads of people. They're actually going to try and retaliate. I'm pretty sure they're going to try and retaliate here, which is not going to be particularly nice. But I don't know whether I can really do much against them at the moment. I think I might be able to, but let's actually just take a quick look. Maybe we'll, check out their compositions or something. Zamek Zamian is going over there. We have these guys. Okay, this is kind of intriguing. Okay, I guess you know what? Shall we just go straight on in? I'm a little bit worried about this crashing, but hopefully I fix that. Hopefully I fix that, because first of all, we don't have super speed installed, and we also changed our game version to actually be the thing that is, that is applicable, or should we say, compatible with the version of Tales from the Age of Men. So yeah, it would help, wouldn't it, if I actually played with the game version that was compatible with that? Yeah, it's so funny as well, because I get some comments, on videos and things like that, where people go, can you help me install this, and stuff like that. Mostly on my installation videos, obviously, because I have made installation videos for a number of different things. But yeah, anyway, the point is, I do that. And then I say, oh, have you checked your game version, right? And I did the exact same thing. It's so funny, I did the exact same thing as other people that are, just modding for the first time or whatever. And it's just one of those things that I guess will happen, sometimes. I mean, especially considering the fact that actually it wasn't really, I guess it wasn't really my fault, kind of, considering the fact that obviously we didn't have 1.4.6 available at the time. It was available from the current branch of the game, but it wasn't available on the drop-down menu. So yeah, anyway, the point is, I don't need to get into that right now. We are going to just go straight on here and try to inflict as much damage as possible with our charges. And I'm going to try to utilize our abilities. And should we tell everyone to charge in? Let's tell everyone to charge in right here. Why not? Let's do it. I should have a pretty easy time of achieving victory here. I mean, it should be pretty easy victory, but let's see what happens. Maybe we're going to have some issues. I don't know. I mean, we've got... I don't know. It depends. We've got quite a significant army here, but the question is the dwarves are quite hard to deal with. They are actually quite dangerous. So, maybe a little bit worried. We'll see. Well, that is basically it, as far as I can tell. I mean, literally, we have just completely massacred them. There isn't really much that they can do about this. That is obviously to be expected, considering our forces are far and away so much higher quality than the opponent. So, yeah, they really don't have much to do here, and for some reason my cavalry is not working. Okay, there we go. I'm going to tell them to charge. For some reason they were just standing there. I don't know why, but there you have it. And, oh, wait a minute. We've got loads of archers. What are they doing here? We've got loads of enemy archers just kind of standing here, not really doing much. But, yeah, we're just going to try to disrupt them as best as we can. And there it is, 35 renown, 56 influence, not too bad if I do say so myself. And indeed, look at that, we got our clan tier increased. That is wonderful, absolutely love seeing that every single day of the week, because that means we can now field so many more troops. Okay, so Rhun, come to me, thank you. Yes, I will be rescuing every single one of those. As much as I possibly can, at least. There we go. Very nice. And wow, there's actually quite a significant amount more of them than I thought. But yeah, that's fine, I guess. I mean, I've got loads of space, so might as well, right? Might as well. And we can just go with that. There we have it. Okay. That's pretty much all I'm going to do here. We're just going to move on. I'm not going to take any prisoners, like I said. I don't really want to take prisoners right now because otherwise I'm going to have to go over to a town and I'm going to have to get rid of them. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit annoying. I am, however, going to be taking every single vassal that I can get my hands on prisoner. Oh yeah, I'm going to take every single one that I can. And hopefully that's going to result in some very, very nice strength increases for our forces here. And you can see here, where are these guys going? They're going to LB, they're going to LB. That is perfect. That is literally some of the most perfect timing, because I am personally going to go over here. Oh, that guy's going to raid that. Okay, yeah, we can't actually do anything about that. We're going to have to just let him do his own thing. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Oh, no, he's actually coming over here. Okay, interesting. That's very intriguing. I actually thought that he would just go ahead and do that, but no, apparently not. Let's go in for the nice little auto-resolve. Seven deaths. That's actually not even bad at all. And indeed, look at this. We can now gain a significant amount of relation with that guy for rescuing him, of course. And now, rescue even more people. Oh yeah, there we go. That is very nice. Look at that. You know, that's the one thing that I really, really enjoy about this mod, is that generally, when you are in a significant conflict, like we have right here, obviously the War of the Ring, I mean, it's pretty it's pretty significant if I do say so myself. But yes, the fact is, when you're in something like this that is a very, very long conflict, most enemies that you're going to fight have some form of prisoner that you can rescue. And I actually really like that, because it makes it so much more fun when you actually end up defeating them at some point in the future. And then you just go, yeah, you know what? Actually, this is great, because then I can rescue these guys and they're going to be added to my army, and then everyone's going to be having a great time. So that's kind of what I really appreciate. Anyway, as you can see, we got this guy right here, and we've got another one up there. The question is, what do we want to do? Because here's the thing. Do I want to kill this guy? I kind of don't want to go in there just yet, because we are still a little bit injured. As you can see, we've got 38 wounded. I don't really want to go super, super hard here. I'd like to try and play things a bit more cautiously. Maybe I don't care. You know what? I don't care. Let's go for it. Let's just go straight on in here and see what we can do, because I'm gonna draw these guys back. They're definitely going to be distracted by my presence here. Or are they not? I'm actually I would be very, very, well, taken aback by that, because I would have expected them to be all over us at this point. But maybe they're not. That's very interesting. Well, we are definitely going to be taking... no, here they come, Okay, yeah. We are definitely going to be taking LB. That is for sure. Is it just me, or the siege camps take ages to construct? Is that just me? I don't know. Alright, so it's time for us to charge against an overwhelming opponent that have attempted to interfere in our siege warfare. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to obviously move my forces a little bit ahead here. I'm not going to go charging randomly in here. I'm just going to do a little bit of cherry picking first of all, because I do want to get these guys out of the way. Thank you very much. There's that guy dead. And now we can maybe do a little bit of something here. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Wow, 811 damage. Actually, what? 844 damage, not 11. It does go all the way to 11, though. It does, indeed. But yeah, otherwise, let's try and see if I can snipe this guy. Yep, he's off his mount at least. He's off his mount. And that guy's dead. Alright, so let's see what we can do. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my horse archers on auto-delegate so that they can just go ahead and skirmish however they want. That's usually a really, really good way to go about things. Oh no, and it crashed. Okay. Alright, so we did actually manage to achieve a victory against these guys, and I basically just went through it because, you know, we were basically very, very close to achieving victory beforehand anyway. So we are just going to be taking... Oh, wow. Yeah, we've actually got some pretty nice units here. Thank you very much. I will be taking every single one of these high-level people. Thank you. And now... well, now I don't even know what to do. I guess I'm going to have to get rid of the tier 3s and various other things like that. There we go. Okay, that's going to have to do. Or maybe not. No, it seems like... There we go. Okay, that's it. That's all I can take. All right, I'm kind of a little bit saddened by the fact that I couldn't take any more, but okay, I guess that's fine. We got loads of hogs and cows. What's actually going on with that? I don't really know. But yeah, anyway, there we go. We can now continue the siege at least. They did not sally out or anything like that. But yeah, we just want to try to avoid the crash if we can, because obviously crashes are very frustrating. So we don't really want to have to deal with that much. And let's go with the cunning. Thank you. Go for a nice little attribute in cunning there. And goblins of Blue Crag. Okay, there you go. The boblins? Yes, the boblins of Blue Crag. They're gone. All right. Yeah, so that's gonna be a little bit problematic for whoever. I mean, probably problematic for us, I guess, but maybe they're so far away that it won't make any difference. Alright, so here we go. We're now ready to head on into the siege. I'm actually very much hoping we're going to be able to get a whole bunch of kills. Yeah, a whole bunch of kills would be super fun for me right here. Unfortunately, our scholar, our medic, just got himself killed. I know the feeling, sir. I know the feeling. I've gotten hit by those many, many times in the past. Yeah, thankfully not this time around. But yeah, anyway, I decided not to build any siege equipment or anything like that because most of the time whenever I build siege equipment like this, it basically just results in... Oh, yeah, no, that's not going to work. Yeah, it basically just results in that particular piece of siege equipment being destroyed, and then we have nothing that we can do. It's one of those situations, right? So I'm going to go over here now because this is clearly not going to work. This is obviously the other, shall we say, the other problem that we might be having. The fact that we need to now deal with people going up ladders and being unable to get up the ladder without it being pushed and, you know, potentially thrown down. But hopefully we're going to be okay. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Come on now. Let's go. There we go. Nice. That's absolutely perfect. Okay, so now if I can just hold my shield down and just try to get through here, that is all I really want to do. Thank you very much. Okay. That is nice. That is pretty much perfect. And let's see if we can clear the way a little bit here. Oh yeah, there it is. That's such a satisfying way of winning right there. I don't know what it is, but using a spear is so enjoyable. I think it's, you know, I don't know. Is it actually more satisfying than using a two-handed? I wouldn't be able to tell you, unfortunately. I don't really know. One way or another, it's just as fun. That's all I can say. It is just as fun. I'm just not sure which one is more satisfying. Oh, hello. Nice new horse for us right there. Very good, thank you. I can always use a new horse. Thanks very much. Definitely going to make a huge difference to our overall charge damage as well, because it does have more charge damage, so that's very nice. Let's show some mercy here, and then we'll just wait here for a little bit of time, and we'll see what's going on at LB. Oh, wow, they are going to be... Yeah, they're already done. Look at that. They're already done. Look at that. Look at how insanely fast that was. And now, technically, what we can do is we can continue murdering. Yeah, actually, you know what? Wait a minute. What's going on here? No. Yes. I think this is actually looking very nice. This is looking very nice for Rhun specifically because, I mean, apart from the fact that obviously Dale is coming down here and they're doing quite a bit of damage to us from the south. And that is something that is a little bit dangerous. As you can see, they're actually managing to capture quite a few things along the way there, which is definitely making a big difference. Unfortunately, I don't think we can really make the excuse that we should go over there and actually participate in person. Because if we go over there, it's going to take us so long. It's literally going to take us like, what? I don't know, 5 in-game days, 10 in-game days, something like that, to get all the way over there. And then we are going to be, well, maybe too late, maybe something is going to happen over here, and then it's basically just for nothing, you know what I mean? So I kind of think that maybe just pushing onward here is going to make more sense than anything else. So we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll be able to create our siege camp and then get inside. Who knows? Alright, so it's time for us to head on into yet another siege. Now, obviously, if we can capture these and continue capturing these without losing them, we are going to be in a fantastic position to actually launch attacks into the heart of Dale itself. And that's obviously the main goal, right? You know, we want to try to do that. Technically, I guess what we could do, I guess we could just go straight there. I'm actually not entirely sure if that would work. Also, I don't know why I always go on the right side here. I really need to go on the left because that's where all our forces tend to go. But what I'm going to do this time is we're going to take a slightly different strategy. Instead of me attempting to try and kill as many enemies as I possibly can at the very entranceway of the battlements here, wherever we get an entry point, I am going to try and go to the central gate as soon as possible. And then I'm just going to open it up, and we're going to see what we can do. Did I make it there in time? Yes, I made it there in time. Look at that. I actually made it up in time to get the weight of the ladder on our side. Let's see if we can do it again. Nope, we didn't get it. We didn't get it this time. So sad. Okay, we're going to have to tell our forces to charge here, because otherwise they're basically going to do nothing. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they need some kind of permission to, you know, go up the ladder or something like that. But yeah, they do, by the looks of things. Let's see if we can maybe make it there in time. Did we make it? No, we didn't make it there in time. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely going to be a bit of a problem for us. Maybe if I go up with one of these guys, maybe he's going to... Nope. That's also not going to work. Maybe we'll be happy with this. Yeah, this is going to work. This will work right here because we got two people very high up on the ladder. And this should have... Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's enter them and say hello. There we go. Yes, absolutely perfect. Wonderful. Probably should say hello before entering them, but, you know, that's just, you know, it's neither here nor there. Anyway, I am, as I said, just going to do exactly what I planned, and that is go straight on over to the central gate and try to open it up. And this is going to fundamentally panic the opponent as well, because they're not expecting this. They will never really expect this. And what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to redirect their forces to come and close the gate. And that's exactly what we want, because that's going to inherently make everything a lot easier for our other forces on the walls and everything. So hopefully that's going to work out quite well for us here. And if it doesn't, then I don't know what to tell you, but hopefully it will. And that's it. That is all she wrote. And I gotta say, that was more difficult. I don't know whether you noticed that, but when we were fighting these guys, it was actually very, very difficult to get past their block, just because I had no allies to speak of, unfortunately. As you can see right here, we have 29 deaths, and I think most of those are probably not too bad, or at least I hope they weren't too bad. Anyway, that's the victory for us right there. 136 renown, 115 influence, not too bad. And indeed, we can now capture more of these. And indeed, look at that, rescue a bunch. Nice. Oh yeah, that is exactly what I'm looking for. Every single time we do one of these as well, we also manage to find a handful, a smattering of vassals that have been captured from Rhun themselves. And this is making a huge difference to our overall combat strength as well. Just bear that in mind. Now we're just going to wait here for a little bit of time. As you can see, there were a couple of people that wanted to try to interfere with what we were doing here. But I decided, yes, I'm going to murder and just continue going without actually paying much attention to them. Anyway, let's see what happens next. Oh, now look at what we've got going on here. So Rhun has just taken yet another fief, which is actually insane if you think about it. I mean, we have taken so many things in this episode, because as far as I'm aware, they took Castle E9, they also took Volgavold in the previous episode. We took Karn Dur, which was obviously something we took earlier in the episode itself. And then we also took these two right here. And then our allies took Eldby, which is obviously fantastic because that's a town. And then they also took this, which is crazy. So I am very much looking forward to seeing what happens next. Otherwise, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.